computing in their head like, okay, 2 steps forward, maybe 1 little step back. You add the math and you do that every day, you're far down that road.
You're far down that road. And that's what I keep telling them. I said, this is just a thing where you got to not slide off. Because the slide off is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like, the discipline is very hard, but the slide off, it's so hard to avoid the slide off. When you're used to eating bad food and fucking around and staying up late and drinking, like all these guys do, it's really hard to be disciplined and just to say, no matter what, even if I travel on the road, I got to get workouts in because I can't lose ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Especially like wrestling. I feel like comedy is a lot like wrestling just in terms of the schedule because you guys are working at nights.
Yep.
Sometimes twice a night. You start at 7:30. You're done by, I don't know, maybe midnight, maybe longer. Right. So it's that kind of lifestyle that where you really got to be disciplined. Were you always disciplined even when you got in comedy full time and you were on the road and doing all that?
I was more disciplined than other comics, but not that disciplined. Not like I am now. I think as I get older, I realize like you only have so much, like your body only has so much energy. And if you're not in shape, your body's going to have less energy. And as you get old, I have so many friends that are my age that look like they're dead. Yeah. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know, I'm 56. And at a certain point in time, you realize, like, okay, this can't be like a thing you do 3 days a week. This has got to be a thing you do every day. Like, my body has to, like, know for sure it's going to work. And every day, work has got to get done. Yeah. And if it doesn't do that, I feel like it's going to slide off. And when I've taken days off and then I get back to it, it's like, I feel way more slide now than I did when I was 20 or 30. It's like the slide is like, you know, like it's steeper.
Yes.
It's steeper. It lasts longer. It's harder to get back up there again. Like, okay, stay here. Don't let it slide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is your slide, is it usually come by way like if you catch a fucking cold or something like that?
That could happen.
That, right?
Yeah, that could be it. Or too many days of no sleep.
Yeah.
Too many days of no sleep will get me. You know, if I'm just traveling a lot or doing something that's like very intensive and I have to get up in the morning or I have to handle something, family stuff or whatever, if I have to get up early, it's just that wrecks you. That's the one that gets you. Yeah. And then you take a day or two off and then you're like, fuck. Yeah. And then you got to travel again and, you know, maybe you're going overseas and, you know, then it's a long travel.
It's a whole thing,
yeah.
Man. You got to plan out your workouts.
But you just have to do it. If you don't, if you just decide, oh, take a nap. Then you won't do it, and then you're going to take the fucking nap later. Let's go. Yeah, you got to go. Let's go.
When you land, this is what I like doing. When I travel out of the country and I land, whatever time it is.
Right to the gym.
Hit the gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the only way I think to avoid like significant jet lag.
Yes.
The other thing that they say is to fast. They say even if you're on a 16-hour flight, don't eat on the flight. They say don't eat on the flight.
And the idea behind that is?
I don't know why, but everybody that I've talked to says to avoid jet lag, one of the best ways is to not eat on the flight and to just sort of land, get a workout in, and let your body get back on its normal cycle. And you won't have the same kind of jet lag.
And still not eat when you land. Just land, train, and then eat out? I can't do that.
I've never done it. I'm on a plane and I'm eating. I'm going to eat 3 or 4 times.
Gotta eat, brother.
Fucking eating all the time. I don't like the idea of not eating when I'm on a plane. Like, I'm going to eat.
Gotta eat.
Yeah, I think there's 100% something to the workout, though. That seems to reset me as good as anything.
It's
maybe not eating and then a workout would be even better, but I've never tried it.
How do you do this? Because I think about this, too, as well. Like the difference between when you're tired and you feel like we've been here before. I know I'm fucking fatigued. Yeah. But I'm still going to push through this. And like you said, I'm going to get it in, whether it's at midnight or 7. How do you know the difference between that and compared to
something's wrong?
Dude, I got to listen to my body.
Yeah. I think it's just an education. You know, you have
over time, right?
Yeah. You have those days where you do push it when you shouldn't and then you get sick.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, I see what I did.
Yeah.
Or you have those days where you push through and you feel way better. I've had those too.